everyone! Today's video is all about the cruise carry-on.
Yep, and what you can bring as your cruise carry-on.
And also what you can put inside that carry-on.
Okay.
So hopefully we're going to answer a lot of your questions today, so let's get right to it. Okay, so the number one thing we're going to talk about today is what can you use as your cruise carry-on?
And the honest answer is pretty much anything.
That's right. It is up to your own personal preference what you want to use as your cruise carry-on. It can be anything.
Yeah, now what we use is something easy, simple, a backpack.
Yes.
You can stick pretty much anything in here. This is great for when you get on and you want to go to the buffet. You got all your stuff with you on your back. You can get your stuff, your plate, make it to your table. Super easy.
Yeah, we keep it simple.
Yeah, we don't have a lot.
Yeah, but you can also bring like a small rolly luggage, like something like you carry on an airplane.
Yep. Something I've seen a lot lately is, I'll put a link in here from like Amazon, is like a little rolly cart. A lot of people I've seen use those lately.
Absolutely. Now there's also people that don't like to check their luggage at all with the porters. And that's fine.
Absolutely.
You can roll your whole entire room full of luggage with you.
Yep.
But just remember, you're going to have to carry that around until your room is ready.
Yep, and a lot of times your room's not ready till 1:30, 2 o'clock. So you're stuck babysitting that big piece of luggage until then. So
yeah,
if you're okay with that, absolutely works.
That's right. So it's up to you. Whatever you want to choose to use as your cruise carry-on, you can do it. So the item we're going to start with today is probably the most important thing that you need to put in your cruise carry-on, and it's probably kind of obvious to most people, but that is going to be your passport. You need to have your passport or your driver's license or ID to get on the ship.
Yep. Now what we also, going along with that, is I always have my handy dandy folder with our boarding passes, any important documentation, like for instance, if we bought the Wi-Fi, anything like that, I always have a printout of that in here too, just in case.
Yes. Now you're also going to want to put in any valuables that you might be carrying on your cruise. Now this could be anything from jewelry to money. Obviously put your money in your carry-on.
You want to keep that on you. Don't pack that away in your suitcase.
Yes. So just remember, if you have anything super valuable that you don't want to lose, just make sure you put that in your carry-on.
You want it on you at all times.
Yes. The next item on our list is probably going to be the most important for me, and maybe a lot of other people out there as well, and that is seasickness medications. I cannot go on a cruise without these. And I've tried them all. Dramamine, Bonine, the patches behind your ears, the C-bands, they all work really well.
You recently found these fashionable C-bands.
Yes.
They're what are they called? Blisslets?
Blisslets. Yeah, they're almost like jewelry. They come in all different kinds of designs. Those are really, really neat.
Well, you need something.
Yes, because don't be like me. Get so comfortable, the seas are calm, you don't think you need it, or I forgot to take it one night, and wouldn't you know, the next morning was the roughest sea day of our entire cruise. I was so seasick that morning. I tried to eat my breakfast, and that was a no-go because it all came right back up.
Yep.
So needless to say, I was in bed for a little while.
Matter of fact, our first cruise, before she even knew whatever, we were fine until we left the port, and then soon as we got out in those open waters, it was all over.
Yes.
So bring your seasick medicine. Make sure it's in your carry-on. Otherwise, you could be in trouble.
Yes, because you never know. You might just need it.
All right, but that brings us to our next item.
Yeah.
Which is meds. Not just seasick meds now. You need all your other stuff. Aspirin.
Yes.
Some acid reducer. You never know what you're going to eat on that buffet that just doesn't agree with you.
I know, you might get diarrhea, you need some anti-diarrhea medicine, everything. We like to bring a whole pharmacy with us.
Yeah, so we found this nice little carry-on, or if it's right in your carry-on, just folds up. It's got a bunch of different meds, you pack it all up there, fits right in there,
now,
nice and easy.
Not only that, don't forget your prescription medicines. Those absolutely must be in your carry-on. Yeah. You don't want to, be without your prescription meds, your supplements, any type of medicine, any type of pills, stick them in your carry-on.
Yeah, because if they lose your luggage, then you're in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so moving along, you might be leaving out of somewhere really hot, warm, sunny. You are going to want to pack your swimsuit in your carry-on.
Yes, absolutely. You might get on the ship and then see those awesome water slides and go, that is me. And
Yes.
actually, this is a perfect time because usually the lines aren't that bad as soon as you get on board. So this would be the perfect time to take care of that.
Yeah, now a lot of people just wear their swimsuit under their clothes. That's perfectly fine. We are not those people. So stick it in your carry-on bag so you have it. Now, you might get a little hungry out there lounging by the pool. You might want to head into the Lido buffet for a little snacky snack. Well, you can't just roll up in there in your bathing suit. You got to cover up a little bit. So I always like to throw in a cover up in my carry-on just in case you want to go in there and get a little bite.
All right, now just remember, again, we're talking about leaving from these sunny ports. You might be from up north where it's all cold, but down here, it gets hot.
Yes.
And before you know it, you're sunburned.
Yes.
So remember your sunscreen. Very important. You don't want to ruin your cruise by getting burnt that first day.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it does not take very long to get burnt up in that hot, sunny sun.
Yes.
So pack your sunscreen in your carry-on. So let's talk about your Sea Pass or your Sail and Sign card that you're going to be using for your cruise.
Yeah, now usually it's back there at your cabin door waiting for you.
Yes.
Now just remember, just because your cabin's ready doesn't mean that your luggage is there and waiting for you.
No, your luggage can show up at any time. There have been people that didn't get their luggage till like 6, 8 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Hopefully you get it, because some people never get it.
Yep. Don't scare people. Come on.
No.
Doesn't happen often.
It's never happened to us, thank God. But you're going to want somewhere to put your Sea Pass card, and we like to pack our lanyards in our carry-on just in case.
Yeah, I was pretty anti-lanyard there when we first started cruising. I thought it looked like a dork. You know, where I got to wear these for work sometimes, so I hate wearing them. But that was until I lost my card that first time.
Yes, he lost his card.
So from here on out, I've been a lanyard wearer.
Yeah, so we just throw those in our carry-on. Doesn't take up a lot of space.
Doesn't take up any space.
Just like to have it just in case.
Yep. All right, now this is bringing us to the next item, which is, of course, most important for me.
Oh.
And this is your electronics.
Oh, yes.
Now, you're going to be out there, you're going to be taking pictures and videos and everything. And if you're like me, before you know it, your cell phone battery's almost done. So that's why I like to bring a little battery for charging, my cable for, you might even be able to find a plug and charge up. So just be ready because you never know. You don't want to miss that important picture or video or something like that.
Yes. Now, this goes for all electronics. You want to pack all of your electronics in your carry-on because they're valuable, right? Yep. You might like to read, so if you bring a Kindle, put that in your carry-on.
Yeah, I always have some kind of little gaming device while I'm sitting there waiting, so that goes in my carry-on. You don't want something that's that expensive there in your checked luggage because you never know. Right.
Okay, let's talk about some kid stuff.
Yeah.
We don't really have any kid stuff to hold up. You know, our kid is grown, so we'll talk about it though. It could take a while to get through check-in.
Yeah.
Sometimes the lines are long.
Yeah, I was going to say, lately our check-ins have been great. We've pretty much almost been just walk on. But we have had those times where you're sitting there waiting for an hour or two. And if you're there for an hour or two, you better have something to preoccupy your kids with because they're going to get bored of just sitting there. So put some little toys in your carry-on, a coloring book, something to keep them, interested while you're sitting there.
Yeah. Now they might get a little hungry, so it's perfectly okay to throw some snacks in your bag.
Yep.
Because you don't want them to be starving.
Yeah. I can always use some snacks. So.
And then obviously if you're coming on board with a baby or a smaller infant, you're going to want to pack some extra diapers, wipes, things like that that you may need.
Yeah, you never know. So
yes. Okay, enough about kid stuff.
Okay.
Let's move on to maybe some adult stuff.
Yep. All right. Your wine. You're allowed 1 bottle of wine per adult. And you can also bring a 12-pack of soda per every person coming on board.
Yeah, you'll have to check with your specific cruise line to see if you're allowed to bring wine and champagne on board. Some will allow it, some will not. And it's usually no larger than 750 milliliters per bottle. So keep that in mind. But
this got to be in your check-on. You can't put that in your carry-on or in your checked luggage.
Yes, so that goes for the sodas as well.
Yes.
If you don't want to pay for that soda package, you can absolutely bring a 12-pack of canned sodas per person. Per room. But
and that kind of brings back to where I told you about those little carry-on dragging carts I've seen a lot lately. People just load all their sodas up. That's a really neat idea.
Yeah, because you have to carry those around until your rooms are ready.
Yep.
So sometimes that is a pain in the butt.
Yep.
But it is worth it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
We see so many people carrying around their sodas. So yes, you absolutely can bring sodas and wine for most cruises. Okay, the last item on our list, I guess maybe you consider it a bonus or I don't know, because it's not something we usually do. But some people like to pack an extra set of clothes in their carry-on just in case.
Yeah, change of clothes. You never know. Say you've been out at the pool all day and you're stinky and your luggage doesn't show up.
Yeah, because you never know.
Yeah.
We just expect our luggage to show up, and so far it has. So
never been a problem so far.
But some people are super paranoid about that thing. So stick a change of clothes in your carry-on just in case, so you'll have something nicer to wear to dinner that first evening or the shows that evening.
Yeah.
Never a bad idea. We hope we answered a lot of your questions today about what to put in your carry-on, what you should put in your carry-on.
And what is a cruise carry-on?
Absolutely. But a good rule of thumb to remember is if it is important to you, if it's valuable to you in any way, you need to put that in your cruise carry-on.
You want it with you at all times.
Absolutely. So if you liked our video today, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video.
Yeah, and please leave a comment down there. It helps the channel a lot. Let us know what you put in your carry-on, or something we might have listed that you don't think needs to go in your carry-on. Just let us know below.
Yeah, so once again, thanks you guys for watching. We really appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.